Corey viewers were previously made aware that at the time of her death, in the line of duty, Becky was being investigated by the anti-corruption unit in the force. Lisa was recently forced into exploring her feelings around the loss of Becky and the circumstances surrounding her passing, after having to take part in therapy sessions as instructed by her boss. Recently, fans saw the detective sergeant reluctantly attended her last therapy session, where she opened up to therapist Floyd, telling him that she was sure there was more to Becky's death than she was ever told, and that she was worried that it was something to do with the investigation. Later, Lisa's boss, Di Costello, was seen on the phone before leaving his office. Lisa was then seen sneaking in to do some digging of her own, searching his email to see if there's any mention of Becky, and was stunned to find a request from Kit asking for access to Becky's file. She was caught by Costello, and soon after, she confronted Kit in the Rovers about his interest in her late wife. Once back home, Lisa Carla that she no longer trusts Kit and she can't work with him anymore. But Kit's digging is seemingly not just about Becky, but also Costello, and during the latest trip to the cobbles on Monday, August 18, the detective inspector was heard warning Lisa about keeping things professional with her colleague, with fears he might bring her down with his own antics. Spoilers for this week have previously revealed that Kit will confide in his girlfriend, Sarah Platt, about how he was recently investigating a case and realized it was linked to an historic case that Lisa's late wife, Becky, was working on. Some Corey fans now believe that Lisa will end up teaming up with Kit and expose Costello for his role in Becky's demise. That's My Peak said, definitely thinking it's Di Costello who's corrupt and hiding secrets about Becky/the case. He's satisfied that Lisa is over asking questions, but now that Kit is still asking questions, he puts him on desk duty. Corey. Zaraju shared, I think Corey will go the route of Costello being involved in Becky's death and Kit won't let it go. He'll uncover something and tell Lisa, which will lead to the park stuff, and it'll all unravel. Becky's name will be cleared and Lisa will be able to move forward. Swirlifin 2025 commented, I'm all here for Lisa and Kit teaming up to bring Costello down and find out Becky died because of him. Eternity Dropped added, new theory is that Costello is the bent one. Becky was on to him, so he got her investigated for corruption and got her killed. Lisa is so going to figure this out. Corey. Coronation Street viewers are increasingly convinced that the mystery surrounding Becky's death is far from closed, and that an unexpected partnership could be on the cards. Recent episodes have deepened the intrigue around the late officer's final days, pushing DS Lisa Swain back into the center of the conspiracy and prompting fans to speculate that she could join forces with a surprising ally to uncover the truth. The program has already established that when Becky died while on duty, she was under investigation by the force's anti-corruption unit, a revelation that reframed her death from a tragic on-the-job incident to something darker with possible internal links. That undercurrent of suspicion has been slowly ratcheting up tensions around the Weatherfield police team, and the show's storytelling has been careful to seed small but potent clues that have viewers eager to connect the dots. In scenes that blended raw grief with mounting professional unease, Lisa was shown attending a string of mandatory therapy sessions as instructed by her superior. The sessions were ostensibly there to help her process Becky's death, but they quickly became a narrative device to expose Lisa's doubts and worries about the circumstances surrounding her wife's passing. Viewers watched as the detective sergeant reluctantly sat through one last appointment with therapist Floyd. In that vulnerable moment, she admitted, to herself and to the audience, that she is convinced something about Becky's death doesn't add up. Rather than being able to accept the official explanation, Lisa confessed that she suspected the investigation into Becky was connected to what really happened, and that those responsible might still be active within the force. It was a quiet but pivotal scene. Therapy became less about closure and more about the ignition of a new, personal quest. Lisa's pain was not only about the loss of a partner in life, it was now tangled up with professional distrust and a gnawing suspicion that she'd been kept in the dark. Tension mounted when D.I. Costello, Lisa's boss, was glimpsed taking a call in his office and leaving shortly afterward. His behavior was small but suggestive. He seemed protective of certain information. Lisa, driven by unease, slipped into his office to go through his emails.